Silver Dollar City, an amusement park that you probably heard of, unless you live under a rock or something. But let me just summarize it to you real quick. Silver Dollar City is an amusement park that's supposed to give you a Western feel. It has food, shows, and most importantly, rides. And that's what we're going to be talking about today, ladies and gentlemen. But we're not only going to talk about them, we're going to rank them. So let's get right into the video. Disclaimer, I will barely be having any kiddie rides on this list because let's be honest, you guys don't want to hear a video about me rambling on about the ladybugs, don't you? Okay, enjoy the video, bye. The Swings is a fun ride, and my opinion has never really changed about it. It's fun, but you never usually would see me riding it whenever I'm at Silver Dollar City. But when I do, it's pretty fun to just be soaring up in the air. I don't have much to say about this ride because I don't really love it, nor do I hate it. So let's just rank this, shall we? I'm putting this in B tier. American Plunge, Silver Dollar City's first water ride. I've actually only ridden this ride twice in my life. The first time I rode it with my brother and my grandparents, and I was like 4 years old. I rode in the very front, and whenever the drop came, I had the scariest look on my face. It was so funny. The second time I rode it with both of my brothers and a couple of my friends, and we rode in one cart, and it was absolutely packed. And let me tell you, I liked it a lot more the second time I rode it. And I'm also ranking this in B tier, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so let me be honest with you guys. It's been a few years since I've ridden Flooded Mine, but what I can tell you is that there is quite a few flaws with it. For one thing, the targets are way too small, and sometimes your gun will just completely not work. Like, come on, you stupid gun, why can't I have a shootout? I also remember some loud noises that really scared me whenever I was little and riding this ride. Literally my reaction when I was younger. Although this ride is actually pretty cool. I really like the animatronics and the story is pretty cool. And this ride also has some cool effects. Yet again, another B tier. Okay guys, let's get this over with. Hilo Silo sucks. Like, you expect me to work towards a 5-mile-per-hour drop? Like, no, I don't think so. I'd also like to mention that Hilo Silo is in the same area as Outlaw Run and the Barn Swing, despite Outlaw Run and the Barn Swing being some of the most intense rides at Silver Dollar City. Like, what? I'm not gonna waste any more time. F tier. Now, I said I wasn't going to include kiddie rides, but this one feels important to me, so I'm including it for this ranking. This ride was honestly very nostalgic to me, for I rode it every single time I went to Silver Dollar City back then. But the fact that I'm older, do you really expect me to go like this whenever I'm riding this roller coaster? Oh, yay! We're going up the chain lift. Oh, yeah. Oh, here comes the drop. What? Like, no, you wouldn't. Back then I enjoyed it, but now I gotta fight against the nostalgia and put this in C tier. The Teacups is probably my favorite ride at the Grand Expo. Maybe aside from Electro Spin or something, but we'll get there soon. I love going on with my friends. I love going on with my family. I love trying to see if we can spin faster than everyone else, then get super dizzy. To be honest, I don't actually have anything else to say about this, so I'm just gonna rank it in A tier. Wildfire's the best ride. Yeah, you heard me. You're about to see why. The reasons why I love Wildfire is because it's smooth, fast, and it always has a short line. Like, what more could you want from this ride? Whenever me and my friend went to Silver Dollar City, we rode this ride 3 times in a row. The drop is really fast and high up, but it never makes you feel like you're about to fall out of your seat. The loops feel like you're going uphill non-stop until you realize, oh wait, I just went upside down. I could fall asleep on this roller coaster. That's how smooth it is. When I went with my friend, we screamed chicken jockey at the drop. Every time we come by this camera right here, we make a silly face at it. This little loopy section is so darn fun. When I get to the station, I immediately want to go again. If you guys haven't ridden this ride, can you please ride it? Easy S tier. I haven't ridden the Mighty Galleon in a while, but it's basically just a less intense version of the barn swing. All I remember is that there's this glass cup that would never fall over, and it's way more fun in the back. B tier. Here we go, guys. The moment I've been dreading for. I don't really like Outlaw Run. Okay. It's just an opinion, alright, guys? Okay, are we good now? Okay, you're just gonna start booing me again, I see. I heavily respect Outlaw Run, and I'm completely fine with people who love it. It's just too bumpy and it's too rough for me. I really love watching POV videos like this of it happening, but to actually go on the ride terrifies me. Like, you guys don't understand how much I want to love this roller coaster, but I've ridden it like 5 times by now, and each time I didn't care for it. In fact, I was 7 years old whenever I first rode this ride, and I still have some severe trauma from it, so that's pretty cool. And guys, seriously, I've tried everything to like this roller coaster. I've even ridden it at night, which is horrifying. So now I think you know why it's fine for me to say that I don't like this roller coaster. D tier. Yeah, you heard me. Thunderation is this pretty cool mine train ride. Fun fact, this was the first big roller coaster that I ever rode at Silver Dollar City, and I rode it whenever I was like 4 years old, and I hated it. And then I rode it a year later, and then I loved it. And in fact, it was my favorite ride at the park. The ride definitely has its rough parts. Like at this cave section, it gets intense. And that's what really scared me whenever I was like 4 years old. And for absolutely no reason, this part is so loud. It still irritates me to this day. Oh yeah, I should probably mention that me and my friend also screamed chicken jockey at the drop here.
Chicken jockey.
But to be honest, this ride will always hold a special place in my heart, and we always ride this ride first whenever we get to the park, so that's pretty cool. A tier. Fire in the Hole is an all-time classic at Silver Dollar City, and I bet this ride is the first thing that comes to your mind whenever you think of the park. Now, obviously, we're looking at the newer version here because, like, the older version sadly doesn't exist anymore. And I gotta say, I think I like the old version more because the roughness makes it a bit more intense, and that's just a little bit more what I like about it. I really like the bone knobbers in this ride. They're pretty cool, and it also comes from a book called The Shepherd of the Hills, where they are also the bad guys in that one. And who could forget this part?
Red Ranger, you come back in here and put on your pants. Well, say you ain't got no pants no more. The animal
Legendary. And who could forget the drops? I'm soaking wet! A tier. Firefall is this really fun drop tower ride. There's 12 seats and you're seated in one of them, and then a theme park operator will shoot you up in the air, and it's actually very fun. It's not a very extreme ride. It doesn't go very high and it doesn't go very fast, but let me tell you, the first time I rode this ride, I got to sit in a seat that was facing towards the park, and so whenever it shot up, I got an entire view of the park, and it was really cool. So yeah, it's a great ride. A tier. Okay guys, brace yourself for another hot take. I don't like the barn swing either. Okay, you don't need to keep booing me, alright? It's just an opinion. I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of hang time unless it's for a certain ride that's coming up soon. It's basically on the same level as Outlaw Run with me, but at least I don't hate it as much as my mom. Alright, so here with me I have my mom, and she's going to explain why she hates the barn swing.
Well, I hate the barn swing because I can see so much, and even though I like roller coasters, I like how they drive you forward, so you're not really thinking so much about the ground or what's beside you. But when you're in the barn swing, you are hanging in the air both directions, and the only time I rode the barn swing, I think I almost passed out from fear.
Alright, you heard it here. This is why my mom hates the barn swing. Huh. That was a fun little segment. Anyways, barn swing is going in D tier. Oh, come on! I I really like Electrospin. I feel like it's always been that way ever since I first rode it. I don't really have any complaints about it, aside from the restraints. Those restraints are highly unnecessary. I don't want something pushing into my back and squishing me, but I guess there's probably no other way to keep you safe on a ride that's spinning and goes back and forth, so yeah, whatever. The ride isn't as intense as I remember it being, but it is still pretty fun to ride every once in a while, so yeah, A tier. Mystic River is a pretty fun water ride, and I enjoy it. For those of you who don't know, there used to be this water ride called the Lost River, and it was basically just Mystic River without the unnecessary elevator and the crazy drop. So as you can tell, this is just a crazier version of the Lost River. It's also a very long ride, but honestly, I'd recommend over American Plunge. B tier. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Time Traveler is just so fun. And this is also the only time I'm fine with Hang Time. I don't know why it's for Time Traveler, but it just is. I feel like this is the highest amount of intensity that I can tolerate and enjoy. There's just so many reasons why I like this ride. The inversions are crazy, it's intense, and it spins. That's literally the icing to the cake. The first launch is insane.
Ready for launch. Hold on.
It's just great. And even though this launch is kind of unnecessary, whatever, man. Although I do like Wildfire more, this ride will always hold a special place in my heart. S tier. Gosh, I love Powder Keg. You can immediately tell that there's no ride quite like it in the park whenever the track literally shifts to another part of the track. And who could forget the launch and that gut-wrenching feeling you have whenever you go over the hill? The rest of the ride isn't as intense as the first part of it, but it's still very fun. There's no inversions or anything, just a bunch of twists, turns, and hills, and that random odd chain lift that's in the middle of the ride. But sadly, guys, there is a downside. Due to the ride's crazy mechanics, it's often closed, which is very heartbreaking. So guys, I'm gonna have to put it in A tier. I'm so sorry. I wish I could be better than that. I'm sorry. You guys literally have no idea how much I hate River Blast. I hate this ride so freaking much. I wish I could just die. Every toxic kid gathers up here just to squirt you in the eye. I hate it so much. You should die. River Blast isn't even popular. It has the shortest line out of any Silver Dollar City ride I've ever seen because nobody loves you, River Blast. Absolutely no one. Every time I accidentally come across this ride, I look at it in disgust and think to myself, I'm glad I'm not those passengers on that boat. If you camp River Blast the entire time at Silver Dollar City, you actually need to get a life. I have no remorse in saying that River Blast is going in F tier. Good riddance. It's been a while since I've ridden the train, and for good reasoning. I don't want to be taken on a tour of the rides. I just want to ride the rides. I guess this ride is good if you don't live in the area and you're only visiting this park once, but as someone who knows this park like the back of their hand, I don't really want to ride this ride ever. It also really annoys me whenever the train honks its horn. I haven't ridden in a while, and I probably will never ride it again, but it's cool if you're visiting for the first time, so C tier. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you disagree with my opinions, which I highly expect, you can comment down what your ranking would be. And so yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, then hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.